almost ready with everything. And today also I would like to request everyone to sit straight and sit on their block. If you need a blanket or cushion, please use that. And sit on your sit bones. Today we're getting directly into it. These 4 days workshop is uh, is an educational workshop where I talk about a lot of breath work, 8 different kinds of breath work. And I do have videos online where detail about each of these workshops, each of these breath work, and how to do it. So you can also check out my YouTube videos where everything is there um, for each individual workshop, because for each individual breath work, because uh, a lot of times we what we do is we want to practice one other more than the other. So take your beads out. If you use your beads, prayer beads, and wear it. And we're going to start our practice by being with a gratitude a note and with a prayer. Today we are going to pray and um, before we start our practice. So let's just, it's not that cold today, but I really love this warm thing. So let's just sit in seated position. You can pick a mudra or you can just join your palm because we're praying. So let's just be grateful for today. Let's be grateful that we had courage, we had time, and our body allowed us to do these 4 days workshop and the 30 days empowered series from Travis Elliott before this. So we were able to do 30 days of yoga asana series and then this 4 days of breathwork series, and we continue to do so in upcoming days. We have empowered ourselves, so let's be grateful that we were able to continue with our health and our mental health and our physical health. All these workshops in these 30 days of yoga series was completed. Let's just chant this mantra. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. So, and you can now open your eyes, and let's start our breathwork practice. As we all know from these 4 days, no matter what asana or no matter what breath work you do, pranayama you do, you are to sit straight. Your backbone has to be straight. Your chest up. If you lift your chest, then your backbone will be straight. If you to be able to sit in meditation pose or to be able to sit in and do breath work for a longer period of time, you should be able to uh, sit in one position for a long time. So that means if you practice your yoga asana, that is going to help you immensely with your breathwork practices because it requires sitting down for the practice. So that being said, we have done 8 pranayama in 3 days. We learned how to do Bhastrika pranayam. We learned to do Kapalbhati pranayam. We learned to do Bahya pranayam. We learned to do Ujjayi pranayam. We learned to do Anulom Vilom pranayam. We learned to do Brahmari Pranayam, Udgit Pranayam, and Pranam Pranayam. So today, in this 1 hour, that's all we are going to try to do is we're going to cut out some time. We did Pastrika Pranayam in a couple of different ways, and we're going to try to do the same thing today also. I just have a small problem, so I'm going to fix that. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So let me just be right. I forgot to charge my laptop today because we don't want to run out of power when we're doing our breath work, right? So anyway, I'm going to on my yoga, although it's a good idea, but sitting on a cushion, I'm like all over the place, I believe, because I received a news yesterday and it wasn't very good, so I'm all over the place, and I apologize for that. So let's start our pranayam. If you haven't practiced your yoga asana today, please practice a few rounds of sun salutation. If you don't know how to do sun salutation properly, I have a video uploaded on my YouTube channel. If it's difficult for you to find on Facebook page, I do have a Facebook page, but if it's difficult for you to find it on my Facebook, then you can always find it on my YouTube channel. So let's just try to do this Bhastrika Pranayam. To do Bhastrika Pranayam, sit straight with Jnana Dhyana Mudra, or just pick a mudra of your choice. We just focused on this mudra throughout the series, so we're just going to, today is the last day, so that's what we're going to focus on, and we are going to just pick this mudra and then just take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. Focus on your lungs, focus on your chest, and focus on your breathing, and you should be able to do it. If you're used to doing pranayama from your from before, you can do it in a faster pace. So that's how you do your pranayam. That's how you do your Pastrika pranayam. But if you're like really advanced yogi and you have done advanced pranayam, then you can do it in like even like faster way. So in this way, what it does it warms up your body. So it gets you ready for other practices. So it's really essential to understand how you do your pranayam. And there are so many different ways, like you can use your hands, it'll work your chest. There's so many ways to do this pranayam, this one thing, and it has so many benefits. You can't even imagine, like it has so much benefits. It warms you up, it heats you up, and then it works your lungs. So in a long term, it's a beautiful, beautiful pranayam, and it does beautiful things to your body. Only caution while you do pranayam is take a doctor's note. If your doctor, your physician doesn't allow you, then don't do anything in faster pace. Or it's always ask your doctor if they you could do it. And just in usually people just move, shake this, and that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. You have to just sit straight when you do your pranayam, and then just and like I said, it gives me high, it just takes me to another level of my breath work. So that's what it does. That's what this breath work does to me. And I don't know what it does to everybody. Please do comment after this live is over. I'm going to read all your comments on Facebook and YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, go to my profile and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's just try this again. So this is called Pastrika Pranayama, and it really helps your lungs. Let's move on to Kapalbhati Pranayam because we've already tried this Bhastrika Pranayam for about 5 minutes. And we should move on to next pranayam because we are going to squeeze everything in today. We are going to squeeze all of the things that we learned during these past 3 days into today. So today is the last day of this workshop, and I will not probably be coming online for until for the rest of the February. Um, but my content are uploaded on YouTube, so do check it out. Do subscribe to the channel. The content for March up to March is uploaded. So check out those series. Check out each asanas and how to do it. So let's try to do Kapalbhati Pranayam. Squeeze your roots in. Really squeeze it in. Make sure your backbone is straight and start giving that breath stroke of breath through your nose. If you're pregnant, if you have had any surgery, don't do this because it's not really it hurts you more than it does. It's more harmful than it's beneficial. So always make sure that your doctor says okay to do this Kapalbhati because you're giving stroke, like your belly, your pelvic region, your uterus, or your for reproductive organ and everything, your pancreas, everything. So if you have done surgery and you still have stitches and it still needs to heal, you're not supposed to do it. Don't do it until you have your doctor's note uh, to do this pranayam. So, Kapal, if you want to learn more about benefits of this pranayam, please check out my day 1 and day 2. I have talked about a lot of benefits and caution of this Kapalbhati pranayam. Today, we're just going to go through the series, like what we learned in past 3 days, and we're just going to complete this process of how to do 8 pranayam and how to take care of your body just by sitting down. And Kapalbhati pranayam also helps you lose weight if you are overweight, and it also helps you gain weight if you're underweight. So if you're trying to lose or gain, put on weight, this is the best thing that you can do. So let's just get back to Kapalbhati pranayam. Focus on your breath if you want. If close your eyes if you want to, if you like to. So you can tell it just gives that your belly is being worked. So your fat cells of your belly, it's been working. Your pelvic region is working. And if it hurts, if you're uh, consult your yoga teacher or anybody who knows how to do this pranayam properly, then try it. Because if you might be doing it wrong, and you might think that you might not be getting the benefits, and you might just doubt the whole yoga process, but everything has its own way, the way you do it, and you have to do it properly. How to gain weight. Mm, if if you want to put on weight doing this pranayam, like I said, your stomach has to be empty, and you're supposed to drink lukewarm water. Do this thing first thing in the morning. You can also do it in the evening, but your belly has to be emptied out. Your belly and your tummy should not have any residue. Your tummy should not have any. Your intestine has to be clear, because you don't want all the gunk to get that in your intestine, right? So this has a lot of benefits for putting on weight. So you can take one-on-one classes. You can just sit and do it. Um, and you can possibly be traveling and still do it, still practice this on the road, anywhere you wish to. So Kapalbhati pranayam has its own benefits. You can also take one-on-one classes with a yoga teacher, and you can also practice this with sit with an expert and practice it before you actually do it yourself. This online workshop, like I said, a lot of people do not do breathwork or pranayam series online, but I've just tried to do this for 4 days, and I hope, like, I've seen some comments. People have inboxed me their comments. They have written down their comments, and thank you so much for whoever have sent me messages on my social media pages. I'm really, really grateful. But yeah, so let's just continue with this breathwork series and this Kapalbhati pranayam. We're going to do it for 3 more minutes. Meanwhile, check your spine. Make sure you're sitting straight and you're practicing it. So And after 30 strokes, make sure you take a deep breath in and deep breath out. So don't forget to take inhale and exhale while you're at it. And always make sure that when you do this pranayam, you're taking care of yourself, right? So take a break in between. We just have 1 more minute to do this Kapalbhati pranayam. Let's just make good use of 1 more minute of this pranayam, right? So we have completed this Kapalbhati pranayam also. Now we're going to do this Bhaya pranayam 3 times and Ujjayi pranayam for 3 times. That's what we're going to do. 3 times each of these two pranayam, which is enough for a beginner. But if you're intermediate or if you're advanced yogi, then do this pranayam for, you can do it for a longer period of time. So, um, how to do Bhaya pranayam? Make sure you're sitting straight and you're taking all the roots in. Squeeze first, inhale and exhale, of course. You're exhaling all your breath out. Now you inhale, inhale, inhale. Take your roots in, your belly in. See, your belly has to go super duper inside. So, and hold your breath. But like I mentioned earlier, also, if you have any heart related issues, do not hold your breath. So if you have high blood pressure, if you are like a patient of a cardiac patient, don't hold your breath. Don't put your chin on your chest. So really squeeze your belly in and oh, my trouser is all the way up here. So your belly has to go super duper in, right? And exhale. Exhale it out from top to bottom. So when you start this, you go from bottom to top. You're squeezing everything in. You're holding your breath. But when you're finishing it up, you are inhaling, you're taking the breath from top to bottom. So you're squeezing and then you're letting it go. Squeezing and letting it go. So that's how you do Bhaya pranayam. Let's try it 1 more time. Squeeze it. First, take deep breath in and exhale it out. And exhale. So I wish I could show you my belly, but I don't want to get I don't want to get banned from any of my live, so I'm not going to show any of that. But you can always check out your um, my YouTube videos. It's allowed on YouTube to just do that much, so I don't want to get cut off from other live. So I won't be able to show it to anybody at the moment. And what uh, we're going to do next is Ujjayi Pranayam. So to do, it's already 8:28. So to do Ujjayi Pranayam, you have to, it takes care of your thyroid glands, right? So to do Ujjayi Pranayam, let's do it 3 times. You have to like make this kind of noise, right? So the effect is on your throat, inside. You'll feel some kind of friction, and it helps you with your sleep apnea. If you snore at night, it helps you with your um, voice. If you stutter, it also helps. If you have if you stutter a lot, this pranayam really helps. If you have any thyroid related issue, hyperthyroid or hypothyroid, it really helps. Try doing this a couple of times a day. So let's try how to do this. Eventually, when you do this process, initially you probably just like sit here and make this noise, but I'll show you the full process. And exhale through your left nostril. That's the full process. So you make that noise, you make that sound, you and then you actually and you exhale it, exhale the breath out of your left nostril. So let's try it again. Let's try it one last time. And if you cough when you do this, it's okay. It happens when you're a beginner. So I'll show you. Yesterday I was coughing, right? But today I'm not. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't mean that just because I practice every day, my throat is always the same. Every day my body is also changing. So a lot of times, some days same asana is super duper easy, while other days same asana is difficult, right? Sometimes even getting out of bed is difficult. Sometimes it's easier. So that's how it is, and it's okay. If it's okay if you can do it, or if you can't do it, one day you can and another day you can't. So let's try this Ujjayi pranayam again. Now, if you have heart related issues, do not hold your breath. Like when I did this, I was holding my breath in, so do not hold that. Just just exhale through your left nostril. So that became Ujjayi pranayam. We're already halfway through our pranayam series. We just have 4 more to do. Now we're going to do Analom Vilom pranayam. This is my favorite. You can do it any time of the day. You can practice this Analom. Have many restriction. Only thing is you just have to do it in a clean place, so there's no dust, because you'll be inhaling a lot of oxygen. You'll be inhaling a lot of air and exhaling a lot of air. So you have to. You cannot be inhaling uh, bad air, right? So you have to inhale. The only thing you can do. You can do it any time of the day. Make sure check your spine if it's erect. If your legs are tired, open it up and try shaking it so it's easier for you to sit, because after that we are going to do a little bit of meditative practices. So that's how we're trying to do Analom Vilom Pranayam. And to do Analom Vilom Pranayam, inhale through your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. And inhale again through right nostril and exhale through your left. So what you have to do is close your right nostril, inhale through your left nostril, close your left nostril with your middle finger or your index finger, and exhale. Now inhale through your right nostril and exhale through your left nostril. This is one cycle of Anulom Vilom Pranayam. So we can do it for as long as we want, as much as we want. It helps you with sleep apnea. If you cannot sleep at night, you can practice this pranayam. This will help you sleep. If you have any kind of vein related issues, if you have any blood related issues, you have muscle cramp all the time, it cures about 99% of diseases, and it really helps If you have like chronic diseases, you are have if you're a cancer patient, it really helps you with easing your pain, and it might also help you with healing your pain. So Anulom Vilom Pranayam has many benefits, many many uh, um, mm, beneficial things that it does for your body. So only thing you have to do is you have to close your left nostril, inhale, exhale through your right nostril, inhale through your right nostril, and exhale through your left. This is all you have to do. You can do it sitting down, sitting on a chair, and you can do it laying down. You can do it however you want to. So this is how you do Anulom Vilom Pranayam. So let's just try this for a couple of minutes, and we are going to move to another three different meditative pranayam. So that's what we're going to do. Let's just try this for 5 minutes, and we'll come back after 5 minutes. So one more thing is, when you do this pranayam, use your left nostril. Start from your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. So when you end it, right, when you take a break or end it, you can actually end it through your left nostril. So it's always easier to remember where you started. So you should end it at that point also. So I'll tell you a little bit of benefit about this Anulom Vilom Pranayam and why it's done. So if you live in a deserted area, right? If you live in extreme hot and humid area in that kind of country, or if you live um, in Middle East, right? So it's always hot. So our left nostril has moon and our right nostril has sun. So when you inhale, right, you're inhaling cooler breath. If you notice, whenever you're exhaling through your left nostril, you are always going to exhale hot air, and you're always going to inhale cooler air, and you're always going to exhale hot air from your right nostril. I don't know how old you are, how long it has been, but if you notice this small thing, then it really affects your body, right? So when you do Anulom Vilom, it balances hot and cold air in your body. So uh, hot air goes, you're inhaling, and when you exhale from right nostril, only hot air is going to come out. It's never going to be a cooler air. And when you inhale through your right nostril and exhale through your left nostril, always cold air is going to come out. So try it if you want to. And what it does is you're inhaling, you're making it cold from this side and you're making warm from this side. So it balances your air in your body, right? So you're always not hot or always not cold. So what I'm trying to get to from if you live in like hotter countries or hotter areas is you can always, if you are really extremely hot, you can always inhale through your left nostril and exhale through your right nostril. And again, do this process. Inhale through your left and exhale through your right. So it really, really helps you cool your body down. There are so many other pranayam, like you can do Shitali pranayam like this, and it really cools you down. But we're not going to talk about those pranayam in this series. We're just going to talk about these 8 pranayam, and maybe in future when I do another series I can talk about other pranayam, and but this one we're just going to talk about nari sodan. But if you live in colder um, countries, right, if you live in countries that is cold all the time, then you can take a inhale from your right nostril and exhale through your left, and then you can keep on inhaling through your right nostril. So to warm up your body, use your right nostril, inhale, and then exhale through your left, and again do this. But if you live in hotter countries, inhale through your left nostril, exhale through your right, and repeat this process. So it really helps you balance your body. It really helps you calm you, and because what hot warm weather does is it gives you aggression. You become more aggressive when you are in hot weather, right? Whereas if you're in a cooler weather, you become lazier, you become more laid back. So if you want to if you want to try, you can try it, but that's how what Analom Vilom does. It balances your air, like your body, and it helps you if you are feeling super duper hot, and if you're feeling super duper warm, it calms you down, it cools you down. And if you're like super cold and if your joints are being hurt, then it actually warms you up. So there are these benefits of Anulom Vilom Pranayam, and you just have to be mindful about where you're living and what country you're living. You can't be living in California. It's still cooler, and you can't compare California weather with UAE weather, right? The Emirates, because it's always warm there. Only a couple of months it's cooler. So you always have to be mindful about what country you're living in, what area you're like, what is the weather like. That's how you can be more conscious about the decision you're making for your body, and what kind of pranayama is good for you. So and that is all on Anulom Vilom Pranayam. I have also made another 30 minutes YouTube video, so please do check it out if you wish on my YouTube channel. And now we're going to move on to uh, Brahmari pranayam or humming bee pranayam. We're just going to do it 3 times, and until we are done, we're not going to open our eyes. We're going to keep our eyes closed. It massages your central nervous system. It calms you down. If you have low blood pressure, don't do it for more than 3 times. That's all you can do. But if it's uncomfortable for you to do more than 3 times, just stop it right there and then just sit in meditative position. Let's try this humming bee. Close your eyes with these 3 fingers and your index finger on top on your forehead. And close your ears. Like really, you should not be hearing and listening to anything from outside. Close it and make a noise. Inhale, and when you exhale, make a noise. Make sure you chant Om when you're doing this humming bee sound. Let's just keep our eyes closed. Let's check our body. Let's check if our spine is straight. Now let's inhale, and when we exhale, we do this mantra Om. So inhale and chant the mantra Om. Inhale. When you exhale, chant the mantra Om. Now let's just sit here for next couple of minutes. Let's just rewind on what we did from the beginning of this series, from day 1 to day 4. We practiced a little bit. We took bits and pieces, and and today, the 4th day of series, we practiced all of the pranayam together. Don't forget to take deep breaths in and out. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. If it is difficult for you, you can inhale through your nose and out the mouth, let it go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's think about what we did today. Let's think about how we started this journey with Bhastrika Pranayam. We warmed up our bodies with Bhastrika Pranayam. We inhaled and exhaled, took care of our lungs, took care of our heart. Then we moved on to Kapalbhati. We took care of our reproductive system and our digestive system. Then we moved on to our third pranayam, Vaya pranayam, and we took all the negative energy from our body and gave it out, and we inhaled all the positivity from everywhere from this world. Then we moved on to Ujjayi Pranayam. We took care of our thyroid glands. We took care of our throat. We took care of everything that could happen: tonsillitis, sleep apnea, snoring, thyroid related problems. We took care of that. Then we did Anulom Vilom. We learned quite a few techniques if you are living in hot region or if you're living in cold, cooler region. We practice Anulom Vilom Pranayam for a couple of minutes. That takes care of everything. It calms your mind, calms your body, keeps you all aligned with the nature and your surrounding. It really, really helps you calm. Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Then we did Brahmari, that massages our central nervous system. We have 7 different system in our body, right? So when we do this pranayam, it takes care of all of those respiratory system, digestive system, your reproductive system, central nervous system, all of those 7 system are, when you do this pranayam, it really takes care of it. So if you can incorporate these 8 pranayam in your day, if you take 1 hour of your time or 30 minutes of your time, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. It really, really helps you calm yourself down. So when you did primary, it calms you. From Anulom Vilom, you started calming down to primary. Then we chanted mantra Om. And now we're focusing on our breathing, inhaling and exhaling, keeping our spine straight, a little smile on our faces. Inhale and exhale, focusing on our breathing with this pranayam, focusing on the mantra Om, eventually letting go of Om and focusing on our breath. Deep inhale through the nose, out the mouth, let it go. Inhale and exhale. Now let's rub our palms, really warm it up. Massage our faces, our face, our eyes, our forehead, our cheeks, our ears, and everything. And slowly blink your eyes and open it. And a little smile doesn't hurt anybody. So this is all. This is all. We're almost out of time. We just have a couple of more minutes. And if there are any questions or concern, I'm going to answer it later. You can always message me on my inbox, or you can always comment on my videos so I can get back to you. And these 4 days workshop has been beneficial for me. It's a lot of learning for me as well. While I teach, I learn. I learned so many things, so many conditions, and this is very beneficial for me as well. Thank you so much for each and everyone who's subscribed to my channel, who have liked my Facebook page, who have followed me on my social media, on Twitter. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm also on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So uh, really, really grateful. Now let's just do one simple prayer, and we're going to end this live for today. Thank you so much, whoever could join in these 4 days. I'm really grateful for everyone who could join. So let's just put our palms right in front of our chest. And let's pray. Let's pray to everyone who could be here and who could practice the recorded version of this. Let's just pray that this whole world find peace, mental health, physical health, everybody stays healthy. Let's pray for anybody who is sick, anyone who has passed, let their family help in the grieving time. And let's just thank God for giving us today, giving us this body and allowing us to take care of this body so that we can help ourselves live a beautiful, healthy life. So we're going to chant a mantra, and we're going to end this program, this workshop, this 4 days workshop. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Dhyah Shantirantariksha Gum Shanti. Prithvi Shanti Apaha Shanti Rohadaya Shanti. Vanaspataya Shantir Vishve Devaha Shanti. Brahma Shanti Sarvagum Shanti. Shantireva Shanti.
Sama Shanti Ridhi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Have a blessed day. I'm really, really grateful for everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining my live. And I hope whoever couldn't join my live, could take the advantage of it when watching the recorded series. So thank you. I'll come back next month in March with some exciting content, exciting series, maybe meditative series, or maybe breathwork or yoga series for a couple of days. Thank you so much for all your time, all your patience, and your energy. Thank you. Have a blessed day.